Hi guys, I just wanted to fill everyone in on what has been happening in my life. About 12 months ago, two members of the Victoria Police turned up to my home, knocked on the door and sucker punched me by serving an intervention order on me on behalf of two people who live in my suburb. And these are people that I don't know, I've never been friends with, and I never intend to be friends with.
Yeah. Hey, hi, Sarah, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Oh, great. Just got some paperwork for you, Sarah. Thank you. What it is, it's an intervention order. It's the final one with Jane. Do you know who that is?
Or how to say this name?
I'll take the order.
Yeah, so it's the final one, so no more court. I just have to let you know you can't stalk a protected person. You can't commit prohibited behaviours against the protected person. You can't attempt to locate or follow the protected person or keep them under surveillance. Publish on the internet or email or any other electronic communication about that person. Contact or communicate with that person. Approach or remain within 5 metres of that person, or go or remain within the 100 metres of that person where they work, attend school or childcare. Or the big one is not to do anything else get anyone else to do it on your behalf. Do you understand all that?
Yep.
Perfect. There you go. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sarah.
So it was quite a shock. I had intended to obviously do a lot with my life in the last 12 months and, do a lot of content, which I wasn't able to do because I was stuck at home. I did leave my house, when it was absolutely necessary, for short periods. But I was basically housebound for the last 12 months, and it's took a great toll on my health, which, I don't want to go into too much because I don't want to feed my enemies fantasies by telling them, things that are wrong with me. But anyway, so I just wanted to explain. The police took out an intervention order against me on behalf of two people. And one of the people, there was two applicants, both of them had the same surname, so I don't know, I'm assuming that they're related. I believe I know one of those people by sight, but as I said, I've never been friends with that person, and I've also never assaulted them or done anything that would warrant them taking out an order against me, and that's why it was such a shock for me. And to be honest, it has taken around 12 months for me to catch my breath and really come to terms with what happened, because it's not just one person, it's two people that I have nothing to do with. When the police take out an intervention order against you, there are certain sections on the intervention order that you have to abide by. Obviously, I have no interest in those people, so I have no problem abiding by, any sections that state I can't do anything to them. Obviously, I'm not going to. I don't want to. But one of the sections stated that I had to stay, at least 100 metres away from them. As you can see here, 100 metres is a long distance when you live in the same suburb as someone. And if those two people walked around the suburb and I left my home, there would be a very high chance that I would be breaching the order and that I could be charged. So that's why I've been housebound for the last 12 months. So I just wanted to fill you guys in on that. In regards to making content, the way I make my content, obviously involves going out, which I did as infrequently as possible in the last 12 months. But, it's, obviously making content is a physical thing. You have to be able to do anything. But anyway, I'll try to explain to you a little bit more about the order. Okay, so I have taken out intervention orders against people in the past, but when I took them out, I was actually assaulted and I was actually in danger. These weren't malicious. I believe that the order that was taken out against me was a malicious order, obviously. So when I take out orders, or when I tell the police that people have done things to me, they tell me to go to court and get the order myself. And that's a big process. So I have to prepare myself, prepare any evidence, go to court, make an appointment, turn up for the appointment, be interviewed, wait for a court hearing, go into the courtroom, sit down and wait for everyone else to be heard, wait for my turn, tell my story to the judge. And then if I'm lucky, I get given an intervention order. And then after that, that order has to be served on the person. So there's quite a lot involved. This idiot who took out this order against me didn't have to do any of that, because they actually went to the police and told the police that I follow them around and that I film them and that I had been doing so for 8 years, which is untrue. I have never filmed that person, and I don't want to film that person, and I wouldn't film them if they paid me, and I don't know who the other person is, so, I can't comment on that, but, I'm assuming it's the same situation. But when that person went to the police and told them lies about me, the police went to court on their behalf and took out an order against me. So that person clearly has the favour of the police, and I don't. The police think very highly of that person, and I know that because they believed their statement, and they don't think very highly of me, and I know that because I have suffered a lot of violence, and I have needed to take out orders against people, and the police have refused to help me. They didn't take out orders on my behalf. They often refuse to take my statement when I go to the police station, refuse to attend my O calls, and also, argue with me when they attend my home and I try to explain to them what's going on. So that's the difference between me and this idiot that took out this order. They have the support of the police and I don't. And they lied to get an intervention order against me, and I have never lied to get an intervention order against anyone. I believe this idiot who took out this order against me should be charged with making a false statement to the police. And I don't know what should happen to the police officer who believed them, but they should probably be sacked. And I'm saying that because they believed this person's allegations without evidence. When this order was served on me, I had the unfortunate experience of speaking to a police officer over the phone, and I asked them to provide me with evidence before the court hearing, and they failed to do so. Because they failed to do so, I didn't go to court because I had no reason to believe that there would actually be an order granted against me, but there was. Okay, so because this has happened, this has affected the way I do my content, and that's what I meant when I said to you guys I have to change the way I do my content. So this person needs to be charged with making a false statement to the police against me. And I'll talk to you more about other things that have happened to me similar to that in future videos.